How does it feel to be the inner's favorite pet?
Back in line.
Dude, she just brought your station a whole whack of food and fuel, and you're bugging her about it?
Camina.
Go away. Hi, welcome back to Panda Reacts. I'm Sandra and this is Ken.
Hi.
And Ham is with us today. And you might have noticed that we didn't post the last Expanse episode. And that's because, well, there was a lot of technical issues. My battery ran out. I didn't have the plug. I had to film the rest by myself. The audio was horrendously off. And I just couldn't fix it. I couldn't make it look good or worth listening to. So we are gonna just push that aside.
Ham tried to fix it in post, but it didn't work.
And I couldn't fix it in post. I couldn't fix anything in post. So we're just gonna go on to the next episode, which I believe is episode 5.
Mm-hmm.
But we did want to give a shout out to C. Bricklin, because last time we did an intro, we read The Details Matter and C. Bricklin's comments, and we laughed hysterically over the fact that C. Bricklin just bluntly told us that we were wrong about everything. and I thought that was the funniest thing. So, yeah, it's okay. It's cool for us to be wrong. We have pointed out, though, that we don't read the books. We haven't read the books. So whatever we say is completely just, predictions.
Whatever is out of our dumb brain at the moment, that's what comes out there, and that's what's recorded. So.
Yes. And, well, last time we saw Kara wheel her brother to probably the blue creatures, and we're going to see what happens with that.
I'm sure that's going to go well.
Drummer told Marco that he's a coward.
Yep, she
on live stream.
Yeah, she totally threw down in front of the whole Free Navy.
And then stole all his stuff.
Yep.
She's just like attached to her plane or her ship and went boop. Yeah, and then on the Rocinante, it was all about, well, they're heading to Ceres, and it was all about them pretty much figuring out what Holden did, except Noami still doesn't. No, she does know.
She knows.
Naomi knows, and then she got all mad, and then he was like, yeah, but we're together. I can't be the one that kills your son. Like, seriously?
Yeah. Someone else got to do that job.
It can't be me. I'm like, nah, that's true, Naomi. Cut the dude some slack. He didn't kill your son. That's supposed to be a good thing. But then Draper was still all riled up about it, but they didn't tell her. Yeah. That's who they didn't tell.
Yeah, because she might go all mechanoid on his ass if
God.
she finds out that he turned the torpedo off.
Peaches was the one who discovered it, and then she told Amos, and Amos confronted Holden, and then Holden told Naomi, and then everyone agreed not to tell Draper. Because that would not be cool.
Peaches and Holden had a heart-to-heart.
Yeah. Reporter lady survived the bombing.
Yep.
And then used it to pull at the heartstrings of the people.
Of the inners, yeah.
Crisjen was kind of like, at first, she was like, let's film this. And then a couple times, she wasn't happy.
Yeah, it makes us look weak.
And she's like, too bad. We are weak.
Well, that's the thing is, I mean, it also makes you look humane.
Yeah, exactly.
Caring, which, that's something she struggles with a tiny bit.
Yeah.
In case nobody's noticed.
So... yeah, so let's get busy and watch the next episode because there's so much going on, and I'm interested to find out what happens next. He took him away, or somebody took him away. Uh-oh.
I don't think she quite wants to be found right now.
Nope.
Baby girl? Kara?
She's hiding.
Are you up there?
Oh, it's like a little tribe. Oh my God.
Kara? Is that you?
Is he blind? So he can see, but
Fixed you.
the dogs. Clearly not dogs. There's something going on there. So how do you explain that? Okay, just give him back to his parents and be like, surprise!
I think maybe.
And unless you surrender immediately and unconditionally, we will open fire.
Oh yeah, this lady decided she was gonna go fight anyway.
The Mars lady.
Even though Crisjen said no.
All ships emergency
Nope.
Yep.
You all gone
Obviously,
now.
we didn't have anything on.
That's
So I
right.
raided a defenseless supply depot. If she wants to act like that makes her a hero, who cares?
It was defended. It wasn't a defenseless supply depot.
We don't have enough ships, and we're spread too thin.
We can get the job done.
I think
Do you
that's not
truly believe the odds are in our
stupid
favor?
idea.
You seem a bit tired.
Stop mothering me.
You know?
I don't need platitudes. We're fucked, and it's my fault.
Fine.
Fine, it's your
Maybe
fault.
you have gone a bit soft, which might not be so bad in small doses, but now is not the time for self-pity bullshit.
Go,
It's time to
Draper.
keep your eyes on the enemy.
Go do something else.
Well, you did ask, and she answered you, so it's because you don't like the answer. Oh, it's Drummer. She's bringing the supplies to Ceres. Go, Drummer.
Oh, this is less useful if you lie.
Is he growing back a baby arm?
Yeah.
Just let me know when you have a little time and I'll come through. See you soon.
Still a little Naomi love hanging on there.
Oh,
We got
yeah.
some information from
That's
the
deep,
Lieutenant
that
Government.
is. Yes.
Monica.
Holden, I heard you had some interesting times out there. As usual, we should set up an interview.
Never, ever, ever again.
Well, that was very, very
Thank you
to
for
the
seeing me
point.
so quickly. I know you've got a lot going on.
Not long ago, Drummer was a fugitive with one ship. She came to Ceres with 8, studded with missiles and guns.
Yeah.
Let us trust her.
Well, unless needed.
Oh, Amos was gonna. It's girls and booze, right? What he wanted on Ceres.
Someone's got a bad case of shore leave. Give me... You've got lipstick and scratches on your neck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that glitter?
Yeah.
So just drinking and fucking.
Yep.
He drunk.
It happened because Holden disarmed me.
Uh-oh.
He saw Naomi's kid on the pillow.
Amos, you weren't supposed to tell Draper that. Dang it.
Usually It's my fault. It's DNA's fault. No.
No, it's not.
They occupied the station. They assaulted us.
No, I killed him.
He set the bonds.
I was on the crew. They planted the bombs and rigged the docks to blow.
Yeah, you killed your own brother. That really sucks.
They said no belters would get hurt.
Oh, how's that possible? The planet's filled with belters.
You there?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. You're drummer.
Yeah, I am.
What topic?
You can go right on through. You're pre-cleared.
Sweet.
How does it feel to be the inner's favorite pet?
Back in line.
Dude, she just brought your station a whole whack of food and fuel, and you're bugging her about it?
Domina.
Go away. Archangel is in the dock.
My people will not take orders from you.
I don't expect them to.
No. Expect them to listen to you. All right, that was episode 5, and it was pretty good, as usual.
That was some intense psychological stuff going on there.
Yeah. So as the on Laconia, Zan Alexander is alive,
He got
but
But he's a little weird.
something's going on with his eyeballs, and he can see things that Kara can't see. He sees things a lot differently. We didn't see how his parents would react to this because Kara hid from them until the dogs, she calls them, were able to fix her brother, which they did, but he seems also a little bit not himself.
A little different.
A little different, as we know he will be, but how will that affect him, and will he be able to return to his family, or will he have to stay and kind of live with those, with the doggy guys?
Super weirded out, and then what do they do when they know these things exist?
Yes.
Do they do the usual human thing of try and capture them and use them?
E.T.
For their
them.
purpose?
Yeah.
For their own purposes?
Yeah, that's why I'm worried about those creatures, because this is not going to be easy to explain. Then everybody ended up on Ceres.
Mm-hmm.
So, Crisjen's big thing was she wanted to get together with Drummer and create an alliance so that they could go after Marco together after the Martians failed miserably.
Yeah, they got their butt shot off.
Yeah, because inside the ring, the station that's in there, Medina, has been wrapped up with railguns, and it basically shoots all of them without them being able to even see it.
Did they not mount the railguns to the ring? With titanium strips?
It was... Yeah, but wouldn't they be able to see it then? Like, that's what I couldn't figure out.
Well,
I was confused.
Space is really big.
Yeah, I guess somehow... Yeah, but they didn't use the nukes because, as we know, the ring doesn't like the nukes.
Like high energy
gets
weapons
really
like
upset.
That's an underlying thing, of course, because there's Holden's discovered, that
the
energy involved in transiting the ring is definitely starting to have a negative effect, and it's sort of uncertain.
Yes.
There's a big risk every time he goes through the ring. Ships have been disappearing, so it's a risk to all who go through the ring.
Seems to be a threshold of energy the ring will accept before it sucks in
and then, boop, away
whatever
goes the ship.
It does to these ships, which we don't know. I guess they go, I don't know if they go somewhere we don't even know about, or if they're destroyed. That's hard to say. But, the ring doesn't tolerate it as much as everyone thought. And I think Noami was looking into that, wasn't she? And then, so that was told to Crisjen.
That person that communicated with her that had figured it out and sent it to them.
What, to Noami?
They sent them the information about the ring transit problem.
Oh, yeah. I thought, somebody gave them information, and then they were looking into that. And then Prax's information was passed on as well. And Amos was having a crisis. He got to his boozin' and babes area of Ceres and was having all of the boobs and babes. The booze and babes. That he could handle with glitter and all. And wasn't sure he wanted to go back to the ship. But then Draper kind of was like, well...
It doesn't matter.
You gotta...
Fight for the people you care about, that's all that matters.
And then he was like, go back
Which
to
is
the
a
ship.
theme throughout this whole thing, of course. That was an underlying theme throughout the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was just family and fighting for those that are next to you and that you care about. That was the whole thing.
Not based on...
Joseph and, that stuff. And I'm staying on Ceres. It's with, Kamina and Noami.
Kamina was mad at Noami.
Yeah, it's with, of course.
But then she couldn't dispute it. Yep. She was like, dang, you're right. Yeah, I got him. We have to. So then Amos, the same thing. Yep. So and then Holden came in and told Monica, the reporter, to beat it. He wasn't going to be interviewed by her ever again. It was pretty funny. So everybody kind of is now on Ceres. I can't understand why that one chick on Ceres, that by the way was left behind by Marco's crew, is still pumping the Marco banner when they were left to starve and die, and everybody else. And she lipped off drummer
Mhm.
who came with all these supplies to help Ceres, and she's still like, oh, you're a traitor.
Inner's pet.
Yeah, you're the pet of the Inners. And I was like, you're just dumb. Like, seriously, did you not figure out that the bombs were set by Marco, and that has an effect on Filip because his friend that he just met was looking for his brother, and his brother has been killed by the bombs.
By the bombs set by
the
him.
brother set the bombs. So that was horrific for the brother to find out that he'd actually killed his own brother.
Mhm.
And he was told no Belters would be hurt.
Yep.
Because Marco, as he stated previously, tells people what they want to hear
Exactly.
to get what he wants done. And Filip
did the same thing at the end of the last episode.
yes,
Yeah.
except that he clearly was twisted up by the upsetness of his new friend
Yeah.
and what had actually happened. Filip does a dance between what you should do and what his father
Oh, yeah.
expects him to do.
I think sooner or later it's going to be Filip that does in Marco.
Well, yeah, I think Philip's going to kill Marco. I think that's the only way for Marco to die
That's the way
without
it is.
killing Filip. Because if you blow up the ship, Filip dies. But I think Philip's getting to the point where he every once in a while sees the monster that his dad really is.
Mhm.
And then all these people who blindly follow Marco. And then he's like, well, this guy was told that no one would get hurt, that the Belters wouldn't get hurt.
Yeah.
And he lost his brother.
Yeah.
And Marco wouldn't flinch over that. He'd be like, oh, well,
Yep.
who
Cost of
cares?
doing business.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Rosenfeld, his lady sidekick, was basically like pumping up Filip and showing Marco, what's her game? Because she's interesting. I mean, she's the only one that seems to be able to mentally get to Marco. But she also pumps up his ego, like, just enough.
Yeah.
Like, you're a great dad. Like, because he was like, well, I don't think I did as good a job at being a dad. She's like, well, look at this. And she played the Filip tape. Filip rise, and then she's like, "Whoa, that looks like you did a good job." I'm like, "What is your deal, Rosenfeld? There's something going on with her. Is she hoping to overthrow Marco and be able to take Filip with her? Is she obsessed with Marco and just really wants to be around him? I feel like there's something underlying because she goes and pumps up Filip and Marco. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it.
I think she's far more cunning. She's no slave to Marco.
Yeah.
She is an operator, and her own interests are, a little bit concealed at this point, but her own interests are what she's looking out for.
Yeah.
And sooner or later, there's going to be a conflict.
Yeah.
Because her inner desires, needs, ambitions are going to come into conflict with Marco at some point.
Yes. Well, yeah, it's going to be interesting.
This is the problem when you have dictators. Dictators, they surround themselves often with incompetent people who can't pose a challenge to them.
Yes.
But the problem is they need competent people to be able to execute their plans.
Yes. So, Rosenfeld there's something going on with her. Joseph and Michio decided that they were going to stay on Ceres. Well, she did. She was like, I'm staying with him. And then Kamina let Noami have it about all the fact that she's lost pretty much her entire family. And Naomi's like, what? And it's my fault? And she's like, beep you and beep you. And it was interesting. So, but, I mean, in the end, Noami did get through to her. So, we didn't see much of Peaches. She was just putting stuff away in the Rocinante.
Mm-hmm. Special armor for the Rossi now.
Oh,
that armor that
yes.
comes from protomolecule research by her dad.
Yeah, she was kind of feeling weird about the new armor because you know, her dad was, he said they could use it to save people, but at the same time, he also used it to experiment on kids. So,
Yep.
you know, I guess some things came out of it that weren't so bad, but she has a crisis of conscience whenever she has to find out that something that she's using was created by her father, because he was not a good man. Anyway, if you like our videos, please subscribe. If you have a comment, please leave your comment so we can discuss it, and give us a like. And until next time, bye.